What's up guys, Silverpone here, and today we're talking about anime games and the future of anime games. Now, what spurred this video to become created in the first place was I saw a bunch of stuff on the new Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact game. Now, that game is a new fighting game in the anime space for Hunter x Hunter. Now, it's not a genuine arena fighter. It's a different setting. It's more so a 2D fighter akin to like Fighter Z, that type of deal, or like Mortal Kombat or Tekken or whatever. And the combos are they look nice. Looks like you can kind of bounce your opponent around and do little combos and whatnot. But the game in and of itself does appear lackluster to me. Now, I don't think I'm alone in sharing this opinion, however. I think the game, like I said, there are parts of Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact that look great. But there are also parts that look not so great. I mean, you can easily just look at a couple minutes of gameplay and tell that for yourself. But I think that for what they had and what they put together, the game is a decent game, okay? But the consensus is that Bandai as a whole and these anime corporations, these anime game studios, they're just pumping out lackluster content at the end of the day. And in terms of like anime games, as far as anime games go, I mean, even with like the few past releases that we've had with fighting games, there has been consistently there has been issues with most of these games. So we can look at, Storm Connections. That game came out, the servers were completely nuked in the beginning. I don't know if any of you guys had Storm Connections like when it first dropped, but I was excited for it. I pre-ordered it, I got it. You weren't able to play online at all. You couldn't invite your friends to lobbies. I had to swap over to Japan's servers to literally play the game at all. I was playing with Japanese people like on Storm Connections because like I couldn't connect in North America to anywhere. You can even look at something like Bleach as well. Bleach Rebirth of Souls came out. The game, yes, it had multiplayer, but there was issues with matchmaking when it first dropped as well. You were having trouble finding a match. As I was saying, like, Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Finding a match in that game when it first dropped was literally almost impossible. You would have to wait like 30 minutes to an hour to find one game, and then you're back in that whole pool waiting for 30 minutes to an hour again to find another match. So it was almost unplayable online. They did, however, fix this later on and made it to where you can find matches quicker, but they also didn't have any ranked mode for some reason, as opposed to like Storm Connections where they had a ranked mode but they didn't have custom battles where you can invite your friends. It was like all backwards. And it doesn't just stop there either. I mean, we could look at something like Sparking Zero too. Sparking Zero came out and there was problems connecting to the servers on day one. I remember me and my friend could not find any games online at all. We could not find any matchmaking games. We both wanted to hop on and play ranked. He was more of like a story mode guy, but he wanted to play ranked as well. And then we both were looking for matches and we could not find anything. I remember we just had to play each other. All we could do was just fight each other, man, because we could not find anybody. And it's just like, I have to wonder the reason why. Like, is it because these games are being rushed? Or is it because they just don't care enough? Or like, because they have to know that before the game drops that, it's not all the way put together, but they're consistently releasing these games with some type of issue at launch. So it's like, you just literally have to ask why. Like, why just not a finished product? It's making anime games just look terrible. It makes it look like a cash grab, which we already know that the majority of anime games, unfortunately, are probably going to be a cash grab. But you don't have to make it so blatantly obvious with all these issues in all these games. Now, I can only hope that it gets better, but I've just seen so much backlash over the past couple of days in regards to this topic as a whole. And the thing is, you don't want the community to die down because you're putting out these lackluster products. Because what's going to happen is, if you consistently release content for anime games that is just not there, and people know that they're not going to get what they want out of the game, people are just going to start not getting the games, and they're going to start selling even worse than they are. And you can already kind of look at Hunter x Hunter and Nin Impact like this, because I think on Steam, now this isn't for console, because I don't know what the player base is for console, but for PC, Steam, the new Hunter x Hunter game only had like 250 players at an all-time high. Now that's crazy. That is actually insane. 250 players for a new release that had a little bit of promotion as well. But I mean, people probably saw a lot of the gameplay on the game beforehand and were like, yeah, no, I'm good on this. So you're kind of already seeing like the backlash from what Bandai and all these other corporations have been doing, these other studios. And honestly, man, you can only hope that it gets better. I think that this kind of needed to happen in a way so that, you know, the studios can actually look at the sales and be like, okay, maybe if we just put a little bit more effort in, we can maybe, you know, strike a gold mine and maybe make something that's playable long term. Because these games are just, well, I will argue that Storm Connections and the Bleach game and Sparking Zero are replayable, but Nin Impact, it may be replayable, but from what I've seen, I don't know. I haven't even given it a chance myself. Me personally, I saw the Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact game, and I just decided to take a break on that. Now, if it goes on sale or anything, I'll probably cop it and just see how it plays. But as of right now, I have no desire to buy the game. And I'm a Hunter x Hunter fan, man. I love Hunter x Hunter. But I'm just not, you know, I'm not digging the gameplay right now. Now, that's not to say the game isn't fun. The game probably is fun. It looks like it's a little bit bouncy and, you know, a little loose, but to me, a Hunter x Hunter game that I wanted wasn't an arena fighter game. It was more so like a Kakarot style game. Like, when I think of a Hunter x Hunter X video game, or a Hunter x Hunter video game, sorry, I always think of it as literally just in the Kakarot setting. Open map, explore, cutscenes. It's sort of like an arena fighter, but not really, because it's like a single player game. But I don't know. I digress, man. What do you guys think about everything going on with the anime game industry? Do you guys think that it's over? Is it Jover? Or do you guys think that there's actually some redemption to be had here? Me personally, I think that things can be turned around. It's just that the studios have gotten a little lazy with making these games, man. And not trying to nitpick in this entire video, Sparking Zero is a phenomenal game. It's really good. I think that they set the highest bar for anime games as of right now. The new Demon Slayer game, like Hinokami Chronicles 2, that game will probably be a good game as well, because the first one was very good as well. So Demon Slayer kind of has my respect a little bit, because their games are alright. But, you know, they could have added more characters in instead of making a second game. But hopefully this other game gets the treatment it needs. Yeah, hopefully Hinokami Chronicles 2 gets the treatment it deserves. And, you know, hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers, man, that the servers work when it comes out, man. We know that they have good graphics, good gameplay. Just make sure that the connections are stable and that we're able to invite our friends and play online. That's all we ask. If Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2 drops and we're not able to, you know, make a lobby with our friends or start a game online, that will kind of scare me a little bit, because then I'm like, okay, this is obviously following a trend or pattern within these studios. I don't know what's going on, but for me, if that happens, I'm just gonna say, okay, every time we come out with a new anime game that has online capabilities, the online capabilities are not gonna work at launch. We already know that, so you might as well just wait. No, don't pre-order it, save your money. But hopefully they can prove me wrong so that people don't start believing that, or even people may already believe that, but hopefully, you know, if these next few games that drop have everything put together well, people will start to kind of push this thought away, and anime games can kind of come back how they were before. Like I said, Sparking Zero is doing amazing with putting, you know, the precedent up there with like how the game should be and how they should, you know, go about making anime games in the future. You know, Bleach is a good game. It did good, but you know, they also had a little bit of a problem with their rendering with like the maps. The Bleach game looks really good. It's an XS title on the Xbox Series X and S, but the maps are all grainy. Like, how's it gonna be a next gen game, but the backgrounds look like they're from like a PlayStation 2? And the Bleach game is fun. It's a good game, but it's just little things like that I feel like could be worked on to make the games better as a whole in the end. So I don't know. I've just been rambling this whole video, man. I just want to get these thoughts off because I've seen people complaining about anime games and the direction we're going in terms of anime gaming and whatnot. So I wanted to just put my 2 cents in about it, and hopefully things can get better. Like I said though, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think anime games are a cash grab? And do you think they'll always be that way? Or will it get better? Thanks as always for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell if you want to. And I'm out. Peace.